Hey everyone, and welcome to another discussion day on Understandable English. On discussion days, I choose a topic and tell you all about it. While listening, you can learn some new vocabulary and phrases. Afterwards, I'll ask you some questions and you can tell me your opinion in the comments down below. As always, I'll help you fix your mistakes. Today's topic is summer school. So let's take a look. Now, I've already told you a little bit about this topic when I talked about summer vacation, but some of you asked for more information. So I thought I'd dive a little deeper into this topic. Let's start first with the bad summer school, or in some places we might say remedial school. This is when you don't do very well in normal school and you need to redo some of your work. Now, in the United States, we have a letter system for our grades or our marks. We have A, B, C, D, and F. A is very good, F is failure, very bad. We add all of these together and have an average or a middle mark called our GPA, our grade point average. If this is too low, you might fail or flunk your class and you have to repeat this grade or class. The only way to not fail or flunk or get held back is if you go to summer school and repeat the things that you didn't do during the normal year. This is the not so fun version of summer school. Luckily for me, I never had to do this. I was a good student, so I can't say much about what it's like, but I can only imagine how terrible it must be to have lots of homework and classes and schoolwork to do when all your friends are having fun on summer vacation. Definitely not something that students want to do. But on the other side, we also had fun summer school. This is for students who did well in school, and if they want to, they can take extra lessons and classes to learn about other things that you typically don't learn about in school. For example, if you want to learn about sport, you can take a lesson about volleyball, tennis, golf. You could learn about fishing or hunting, bowling, anything you want. If you like art, there is painting, drawing, there are sculpture making. You can do stained glass or mosaics, which I liked to do. My brother also did taxidermy. This is where you take an animal and you make it into a decoration. It's a very difficult process, but very interesting at the same time. You could also do theater and learn to be an actor. You could learn about music, learn dance, or you could learn to be a magician and do magic tricks. There were technology classes like Photoshop or video editing. You could learn to program computer games or something like this. And there were languages. You could learn French or Spanish typically, but sometimes we could have other languages too, like Chinese or German. Whatever was available that year. It was lots of fun. I liked these summer school classes because it gave you a chance to explore or learn about different things that you typically didn't learn about in school. It was also a very relaxed atmosphere. There was no pressure to get good marks because we were learning just for fun, the perfect way to learn. Typically, we had 2-hour-and-a-half long classes every day, with 30 minutes in between. These 30 minutes were to rest, but we typically had lots of shenanigans with my friends. That is, lots of things that we do that were fun, maybe a little bit naughty that you shouldn't be doing, but it was still lots of fun. One of the big shenanigans that my brothers and friends and I did were we turned a big hill outside of our school into a mudslide, and we all ran and jumped into the mud and got very dirty. It was lots of fun, and we may have gotten into a little bit of trouble for this. But as I said, it was a very relaxed atmosphere, and it let us build very good relationships with our teachers in a way that you don't typically have during normal school. For example, one of my teachers later became my tennis coach, she became my principal or head teacher, and then she, with a lot of my friends after we finished school and graduated, well, we went skydiving. That is, we jumped out of an airplane together with a parachute. What a fun relationship to have with my teacher at school. So I've told you a little bit about summer school. Now you tell me, do you have any programs like this in your school? What subjects would you want to have for summer school? Don't forget to write your answers to these questions in the comments down below. As always, I'll help you fix your mistakes. If you learned something new, don't forget to press like or subscribe, and I'll see you next time on Understandable English. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Toodles!